Many times your instructors will require you to use scholarly sources for your research paper, so it is important to know the difference between popular and scholarly sources. The first and most important difference is who wrote the information. Was it a scholar or a journalist? Popular magazines such as Time and Newsweek contain articles written by journalists, not necessarily experts in the field they are reporting on. They might quote experts in their articles, or report on new research, but they are not experts themselves. Scholarly sources are written by the experts, usually associated with a university. These authors will list their credentials in the article, and they will publish their articles in peer-reviewed journals. That leads us to the second main difference. Is the article in a journal or a magazine? This article on Facebook in The Atlantic quotes scholars and scholarly research, but it is written by a journalist and published in a magazine. This is an article in a scholarly or peer-reviewed journal on the topic of Facebook. It is a research article communicating the research conducted by 9 scholars on the effect of Facebook. This article is from a journal called PLOS One, but the titles often contain the words journal, quarterly, or review. What does peer-reviewed mean? If an article is peer-reviewed, then it has gone through a process where the author submits the article to the journal, the editor sends it to other scholars in that field, they review the research and make recommendations to the author. The article may or may not be selected. When you are using the databases, some of these differences are not as clear. Let's look at 2 articles and see how they look in the databases and how they look on the internet. First, we'll search for the author we talked about from Vanderbilt University, Cindy Kam. You can see that all of the articles she authored are in academic journals. This article on risk attitudes is in the American Journal of Political Science, and it is 20 pages long. When we click for the full text, we see charts and graphs, and all of the pieces of a scholarly article, such as an abstract or summary, methods used to conduct the research, and most importantly, it includes a list of the sources used to write the article, just like you have to list your sources in your research papers. Now let's search for the author from Newsweek, Kurt Eichenwald. Most of his articles are in magazines, shown as periodicals in this database. We'll look at the article on Edward Snowden. You'll notice the article is shorter, written for the general public on a topic that's in the news. There is no list of sources used to write the article, and while it was reviewed by the editors of Newsweek, it was not peer-reviewed like a scholarly article. This is how the 2 articles look when you find them on the internet. While the Newsweek article is freely available, to get to the full text of the journal article, you would have to pay for access, but it is free to you through the library databases. For more information or for help locating scholarly sources, contact one of the reference librarians.